Hi guys, it's me, Ruowen Huang. Before I begin, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. In this very particular episode, I want to share with you guys about the movement of vibration. But before I get into our topic, let me make a disclaimer. I'm not a scientist, so the term I use may not be scientifically accurate, but it's simply from my psychic point of view, hoping to offer you guys a different perspective to things. So anyway, don't be too harsh on me. Let's get into the topic. In this very particular episode, I want to share with you guys about the movement of vibration. Since weeks ago, I have talked about there are different kind of vibration that simply identify what is a living mechanism and what is non-living mechanism. That doesn't mean which one is better or worse. It just simply, from my point of view, they are living one and they are non-living one. So, of course, aside from that, there's also the movement of it. So even though they are living and non-living, there's also the way of moving it. The way vibration is moving is able to help me identify the situation. So in this very particular episode, I'm just simply gonna share a couple common ones that I see with you. I'm pretty sure there are more than that, but I can only share with you what I have observed or studied so far. So I actually prepare something to share with you all. This is probably the most prepared episode I ever did. Can you guys see? So let's talk about thought. Thought usually appear more like a zigzag, which, in a distance, when you're observing it, it actually looks like a non-living mechanism. It's actually moving more up and down. So even though it's zigzag, it's more up and down and then zigzagging. Usually when someone have a thought, have an idea that coming up, it will always start as a zigzag shape and more up and down movement. Why? I'm gonna put it here. Emotion, such as emotion or feeling, it would be more like wavy one, but it's not really up and down wavy. From what I have studied so far, it's very much like back and forth. So instead of up and down, it's more like back and forth wavy. So when someone have a feeling coming up or a sensation or emotion that's brewing up, then usually it's more wavy. So usually based on the vibration that I have studied on people, I can kind of identify either it come from their mind or it come from their feeling. So aside from those two, that's a very basic movement if I'm gonna study people. Now let's talk about people. This is a very basic human being, right? When human beings have a thought in their head, this is what you usually see what happen. The zigzag starts showing up and then it's gathering around their head. Then eventually it will become more like this. When the thought is generated, it depending on how much that thought is, accumulating in their head, it will start generated. So this is what the thought generated looks like from a psychic point of view. When that thought actually have a target, we call have a target audience or have a intention, have a place to go to, that thought then start gather and then got a destination to go to. So this is what it actually looked like when the thought generated with the intention or with the target, it will shoot directly to whatever that intention is. Yeah, right? I'm paying a. Now let's talk about communicating. Communicating have a lot of point of your body, such as when we are thinking of something and we try to radiate out that thought, or when we are voicing something and we try to reach certain audience, which not limited the audience, whether it's listening or not. It's simply based on your intention. Then very much it look like this. When you are trying with the intention to communicate and try to reach to some people, to listen or to hear or to feel, etc., it often look like this. So which I would say it look very much like a ripple. It start from the center and start coil out and then start radiating it out. So when I see someone have this kind of vibration around them, that usually I can tell they are using their way trying to reach to certain audience. Like I may or may not know what it is. So now let's talk about when people are like focusing on now and doing something, or in the zone, or whatever word that you say, that people are really focusing when they're doing something, or to themselves, whatever it is. That's usually what it looks like. So it depending on whatever they are doing, the vibration can very often go up or very often go down. But eventually it will loop themselves like a loop, and then it will most likely in a long distance look like this. So when I see someone in distance and notice like they are kind of circled by their own vibration, then I'm very much know like they are in the zone, or they are in their own universe, or they are thinking of something, or they are focusing on now. So this is a common vibration. Like I would see people, I would see people in the zone or meditating state. So that is when they are focusing on something, like focusing on meditating themselves, healing, then very much that's what the vibration look like. I'm like so proud of myself because, you guys know me. I don't usually have prop. Now, this is another, it doesn't really work like this, but roughly work like this. This is how I use the vibration to judge if someone is healthy or not. So usually when someone is healthy, that means everywhere on their body have a very smooth channel. Therefore, the vibration can go through all of their body, not really this way, but pretty much like go along the body. So usually it will start with where their head is and flow every part of their body and then circle back. So you will have a very smooth flow. So this is when I know somebody are well. Let me do this. So when someone have a flowing vibration that goes smoothly along their body, then I know on health-wise, this person is well. But there are situations when someone is not well from a psychic point of view. Is when they are flowing and then they create some kind of blockage. So it can be any area. Sometimes it's head, sometimes it's heart, sometimes it's their stomach, or sometimes it can be their knee, their arm. So anyway, wherever the blockage is usually, wherever the blockage is usually where I can determine they may have some problem in that area or potential problem in that area, depending on how blockage is from my point of view. So aside from that, let's talk about, I'm really working hard on this because I couldn't just voice it, it'd be so confused. Let's talk about two people. Are they vibration? They are between two people. We're gonna talk very basic about two people. Of course it is. When two people don't like each other, let's say we already talked about how everybody have their own vibration, right? But when I see two people together, those two people can be anybody, either good friends or a couple or parents or kids, etc. It doesn't matter what relationship those two people have. But if I see two people have a vibration that's very individual and separated, usually that means from a psychic point of view, they are not interested in one another. Like just because, you know, I'm not interested in you, you're not interested in me, so it doesn't matter how close they are next to each other, their energy or their vibration have never crossed over one another. So it's easier for me to identify those two people are not interested in one another, even though they would tell me, oh, we love each other so much. Your vibration don't lie, right? So you would be wondering, if that is the case, what about the people who are into each other? Like I like you, you like me, even though they deny it? They create a big figure eight. So their energy would be giving each other and also to receive as well. So two people, when they are exchanging the energy, this is the energy that you most likely will see from a psychic point of view, and that's how I determine they are interested in one another. So anyway, there are so many different kinds of vibration. So in this very particular episode, I'm just gonna simply share with you guys the basic or common one that I see most of the time. So hopefully I can, you know, using this and bring you guys to the whatever I'm going to share with you in the future. So anyway, now with all this knowledge in your head, are you able to use those basic vibration and determine how things vibrate in your day-to-day life? Share with me and tell me what you observed so far. So anyway, if you like what I'm doing, you can always follow, share, and like. I hope it doesn't confuse you guys more, but there's always next time. So bye for now. I will see you guys next time. Bye.